Hi, Cassie here with the next week of the virtual crop. This is the second one in August. 1 second, I forgot to plug something in on my phone. I want to make sure that you don't get an echo. Okay, there we go. So we are on August the second virtual crop and super excited. This is still being built on Fast to Fab. We are doing a whole series of pages which are using up the last scraps of a Fast Fab collection so that you can see how easy it is to make it all work and use up the rest. Of course, you could take pages and use them and just wallpaper them and treat them just like a white page, but I'm showing how to get the most out of all the pretty artwork and the things that we're using. So let's get over to my desktop and get the show on the road. Okay, so this is sketch 2. It looks like this on here. It has the 2 vertical pictures. It has some borders over here, pictures that go across here. As you can see, I made the borders into words because I wanted to do some writing on this one. Super fun layout, very, very simple. And we are going to pull this one over. Now you're going to just see just how much use you can get out of one cut apart Fast Fab page as we complete the album. So this is some paper that we used from last week. This is the page that we're going to use. There's my sticky note, so I didn't forget to use it. And we are going to pull out this. Remember this? This is the page that we cut apart 3 episodes ago, and we're still using it. That's how much use you can get out of it to make these work for you and be able to be a little bit creative. But get that $3 and 36 sheets of paper. That's like getting 3 free paper packs when you buy, or 3 paper packs for $3 whenever you buy your Fast Fab pages. So the first thing that we are going to do is cover this up so that we can make this be all one page. So we're just going to cut off 1 3/4 inches. Measure top and bottom. And so we're going to keep using this squiggly paper. I love it. Okay. This is going to go right up here. And now we just have the bottom. Now, this layout calls for 2 pictures down here. So we have our 2 photos down here. And we're just going to cover up this border so that we have that look of different paper above and below. And then here's the thing. I don't have any more of the blue striped paper. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put a border right through here. And that's going to cover up where the blue would have been. And then it will still have that same look of half the page being one and half the other. Uh-oh, I'm to the end of my tape. 1 quick second. Good thing the cabin's not that big. I normally have a stack right here by me, but due to a crop, I did not. I cleaned up. Okay, so I just opened it up, and now we're going to take our tape. You make sure that the sticky side's there. Pop it on. Pop this on. Easy peasy, and we can keep on going. And I have a stack to get me through again. Okay, so we cover up that top part. Works out perfectly. So now we still have that same look. We are going to bring on these 2 photos. We're going to cut them down to 3.5 by 5.5. It's so fun taking the kids back to this cathedral. I just love the whole cathedral. If you've never had a chance to go there, absolutely should. So we're going to cut these down to 5.5 by 3.5. So here we go. And trim a little off this side. And there we go. And then over here, this was the actual Christmas market. So 5.5 to do by 3.5. It's so fun when you get to take your kids back to something that just meant a lot to you whenever you were younger. And this was one of my favorite places to go. Okay, we're going to need this up here, our 8x6 fun paper. So we need it to be 8 inches long and 6 inches high. So 8 inches long. Let's see, I'm going to be able to make borders. Okay, there we go. I always think about what might I want to do with this leftover paper. 8 inches long, 6 inches high. Designer, so you have to think it through and make sure you cut it in the right direction. There we go. And this is going to go over here. And I'm actually going to tuck it right underneath the border that's here. So guess I could have put my border down a second, but I did not. That's okay, because I use repositionable tape, which of course is our favorite thing in the world. Okay. Are my ornaments going the right way? They are. Now pictures are going to go down. And I'm going to put this picture on top and this picture underneath. Because we just have a grate down there on that side, so we can cover that up. But over here, if you look close, you have my cute little family. So we're going to put this one on top. Such a simple layout that comes together so nicely. Now we're going to put some snowflakes over here. I have this scrap of blue left over. So this is just a scrap left from the same collection. And remember, we are trying to use up all the rest of the collection by utilizing all the little bits and pieces that we have. So if you had not used this before, all I did was I lifted this and locked it into place. It's just the paper tray. I picked up the magnet and then I slide this in. This locks it down. It just keeps your paper from moving. You put this out of the way, so now it's just flopping around on there. You grab this casing. Make sure you do not put your finger on top because it will not go in that way. So hold it from the sides. Pop it in with these on the outside, and you're just going to slide it on, punch, and then it's really important that you just pull straight back because otherwise this can sometimes gum up the works if you just try to slide it. So I pull it straight this way to make sure that I don't get that little piece caught in there. See how it's trying hard? It's trying to be caught, but it's not. And I think this might be enough, but I could do another border if I need it. Let's see what we need. So we'll come over here and I'm just going to go ahead and tape this whole thing. I have my handy dandy microtip scissors. Who doesn't love microtip scissors? And we're just going to put our snowflakes on here and snippy snip. For the next one, so fun. Same thing. I think I need to cut one more border. Not a big deal. Yeah, I need one more. So we're going to come back over here, and we have just enough. If I had not had enough, then it's super simple. What I do, some people grab sticky notes, but I'm going to show you what I do because I, more often than not, cannot find a sticky note. Even if I had it there, I am the queen of where is it, and put in another pack. So I just grab any old scrap of paper and I just reposition it, we'll take it right to it. That way we have something to hold the arm in there. And remember, straight out, down. And see how much easier it is to down it than it is to go up it. That was one of the things I had a note to tell you and I forgot. So before when I was pulling it out, this little piece was getting stuck every now and then, but for some reason when I start at the top and I come down, it doesn't cling quite so much, but you still want to pull it straight out. And we're going to come over here, save it once more. Put 2 more of these on. Love how this is turning out. So excited. This album is nearly done. And we're using up the pieces. And there we go. Double page spread. I mean, double page spread, I wish. No, single page done. I could continue it across if I wanted to. But these were the photos I wanted to get on this page. And the next one is set for next week's YouTube. So anyway, you have a great day. And thanks so much for joining me. Spread the word. Fast to Fab Rolls.